Hey, it's Tara here. So I'm going to give you a little preview of what a clickable is, a clickable lesson, and this clickable lesson is attached to a Google form assessment. So let's look at it from the student's point of view. I'm going to click out of here. They need to be in present mode, and when you put it into Google Classroom, you're going to put it in not as a slide, but as a link. So here we go in student mode, and it's a clickable. They literally are going to click their way through. Okay, you get the idea. Okay, I'm going to get out of present mode, and it continues on. So let me show you some of the basics. I got this online, it was free, and I modified it for my own class. And you can use this as a template and put in your own content. Okay, so obviously it's a Google slide. You already have the template, which I find is a good place to start, especially if you're going to have a secret mission kind of clickable, but you don't have to. Okay, so you can make any backstory you want. So you might have a little backstory, what have you. Maybe you have your Bitmoji here, whatever you like. And I embedded music. So, and I'll get to you know how to make hopefully a Google slide, or that's like a PowerPoint. Let me go over some of the finer points. Okay. So on this slide, you can see in teacher mode here, I've embedded music. So you can get music lots of places. That one I took a snippet of using Cloud Audio Record. But there's a lot of free royalty-free music I get at Ben Sound, and I just download it to my computer and upload it to my Google Drive. It does need to be downloaded and then uploaded to Google Drive for it to insert. But here's how I did it. Here's how I inserted this. You go to Insert, Audio, right? And then you'll find it in have it in your Google Drive. You click on whatever one you have, and boom, that's it. Okay. Some other things to know, once you have it embedded, so here it is, you want to go to Format Options. You can right-click to get the format options. And audio playbacks, I'm over here on the right. This is pretty important, so if you're going to add audio, that is. So if you're going to add audio, I really like that it starts automatically, that they don't have to click, but that's up to you. Since they're going to be only in present mode, they'll never see this back. I like hiding the icon. You can have the audio loop and keep going and going. Or as soon as they go to the next slide, if you think it's going to be distracting, it'll stop. Okay, so that part is up to you. And it could be music. You can record a little saying, like if you're going to have your Bitmoji here, you can use Cloud Audio Record and record a little snippet, and that'll play automatically. So whatever audio you might like. Okay, so that's my pitch on audios. Okay, so other things, again, when you are here, I'm just putting my backstory in, or you can jump right into content. You can, right, I just had inserting text boxes. I'm giving them the backstory. You could have a video as a backstory, tables, whatever, floats your boat. Okay, one other thing, you can see there was a fair amount of movement. Let me see, yes, so I want to get to format options. I right clicked. And let me go to the next slide. Boom. Okay. And let's see, rotation. Is that going to let me? No. Okay, so maybe I go up to here. Let's try here. There it is, transition. So it's under slide, transition. So sorry about that. And the transitions are how things are moved. Right, so you can apply to all slides where they're going to fade in, fade out on click. Right, so you can add different animation styles and you can kind of play around with that or just use the ones that are already there in the template. And it's always nice, like if you do want to add an animation, again, with a clickable, you probably want it to be on a click. It could be by paragraph if you have a whole bunch of bullets, what have you. And there's different animations you can choose from. Fade in, zoom, fly, right, disappear, so to spin. So you can play around with that all you like. Okay. And again, that was under, to find those animations, slide transition. Okay. But they're already pre-formatted, the ones, if you like the ones that are here, you can just leave them. And again, you can insert your own content and go through whatever cute backstory you like or story that, a narrative that keeps them going. Yeah, so here's what makes it a clickable. And they're clicking through the lesson, but they also have little formative assessments. Okay, so here on this slide, I ask a question and they click. Okay. And I have it attached. So I can click down here. Okay. So I can have this link so that it goes to a slide. So if they get it right, then it'll go to the slide that says good. So I'm going to do that with you. Okay, so if they click on this one, I'm going to link it. Okay, I'm going to hide this slide. So there we go. To a slide in this presentation. Let's see if I can make this a little smaller. It's running off my page, so sorry about that. Okay, let's try that again. Link to a slide. There we go. And I wanted to link to, I believe it's slide 8 says good job. No, this is the wrong answer. So I want it to be slide 7. Slide 7 is where I have it's like, nope, try again. So slide 7, no, apply. Okay, so if they get it wrong, they're going to go to this slide. Nope. Okay. Here, this one is also wrong. So I'm going to link, right-clicking, link to a slide in the presentation, and it's going to be also, it's wrong, so that's slide 7. Apply. Oh, undo. Link. I don't want them to see it. I just want them to. There we go. Slide 7. Apply. And this is the correct answer. Let me click on that. And it's slide 8. Good. That one's already linked. Okay. So if they get it wrong, they're going to see this message. And you can see that's linked. It sends them back to try again. And if they get it right, they get sent to here. They skip over that try again, and they get right to the congratulations, and then they keep going. So that's how you can make it a little more interactive of a lesson, and they keep going through the lesson until they get next to their next interactive. And so if they get it right, they get sent to slide 14. If they get it wrong, they get sent to the next slide. So pretty easy. And I just had the same, I copied and pasted. If you can look over here to the left, right, I have the same GIFs, and I just copied and pasted them after every question. So just to make my life easier. And now that I have a template, I can change the GIFs out for a different kind of clickable. Okay, so you can keep going. Again, I have like more links where they either say correct or incorrect, and then I give them a little more information if they're correct. Again, it's linked, so if they have the question, they'll get sent to whatever slide they need. Try again, incorrect, or correct. Okay, let's go to the very end so you can have as many questions as you like. And notice again with the incorrect, correct, I kind of copied and pasted. Now the correct ones, I put a little more information on these. but I don't have to recreate the wheel every time. Okay, now the very last slide, however you want to end your story, right? If you want to, this is fine. However, you won't have any sort of assessment piece. You won't have a score. You won't know how they did. So I like having this attached debriefing form. Okay? So they click here, and this time this link sends them to a form. And this is where you have more of a summative assessment. Okay? And I kind of linked it. I had the theme going. So I put a GIF in that went with the secret agent theme. They have to do their name. Here, I'll show you the teacher view of that form. Okay. So, hold on. Let me get out of here. Come on. Cancel. All right. Okay, so let's look at that form from the top. I made this form separately, and then I linked it. So you can see I took a screenshot. That's my image. And we know how to do forms by now, right? We can go up to here to the customize theme and insert images and background colors. I made the name similar to the name of the actual Google slide clickable, so I can kind of remember how to link that. I always ask for the student's name. Again, I have a little GIF to get them started. And then I have my debriefing, which is all my questions. Now, a lot of the questions I take exactly from the clickable, just to see if they were guessing, like they remembered it. And then, so all of these mostly. But then I did have one question that wasn't exactly the same, similar, not the same, to see if they really are understanding the material and not just, memorizing answers. Okay. So they're going through, and then again, they'll submit this, and then this, because, okay, the wheel, go back again, a little wheel up here, the gears. Oh my goodness. My computer's being a little slow. There we go. Oh my goodness, stay there for a minute. Keeps closing on me. Let's see. Okay, so you can see I'm collecting their emails. I want a response. Always, I want them to know that I got it. Otherwise, they're always asking. They can edit after submit if you want to put in pieces where they can come back to it. I limit one response because this is sort of their assessment piece. In this case, because I really want to assess them, I really did want to shuffle the questions, but if you want them in a specific order, that's fine. And this is what makes this more of a summative assessment. Summative assessment is I made it a quiz. So it's going to grade it. It's going to tell them their answers when they're wrong at the very end. And then I'll just get the data, right? So it's going to grade it for me. They'll get instant feedback. I will get instant feedback without having to look at all their answers. Okay, so in order to link this to the form, and you're going to have to make your own form. So you can use the template, but you have to have a unique form. So you're going to make your own Google form, which we should know how to do by now. So in order to make your form, and when you're done your form, you have to link it. So here I go to send. Send. And I want a link. So that's the second one here, link. And I like shortening the link. Boom. And copy. Then I go back to my form, and this is where I would link it. So I can right click and open link or link. Since I already have a link here, I'm just going to be editing that link, and I can put in, paste the new Google form, and hit apply. Okay. Again, they're going to be doing this whole thing in present mode. They will never see any of these answers or the backstory or sort of the backdoor part of this, right? All this over here, they'll never see that. Okay. So this is sort of a student thing at their own pace. It can be good for review, good for sort of something, a little checkpoint along the way of a longer unit. Maybe the day after more of a direct instruction day. This is more self-paced and more student-paced. And again, you can see a lot of the same slides are over. So even though it seems like a lot of slides, it's because a lot of them are reused over and over to make it interactive. Okay, so I hope that helped. If you have any further questions, let me know. Um, that's all.